What if the biggest reason you don't believe in yourself isn't that you've failed too many times? What if it's that your brain has been collecting evidence against you for years? Think about that for a second. Nobody wakes up one morning and suddenly decides, I'm not capable. That belief is built slowly, quietly, one missed opportunity at a time, one broken promise at a time, until eventually, self-doubt stops feeling like a thought and starts feeling like the truth. Maybe this has happened to you. You want to start a YouTube channel, but you think, what if nobody watches? You want to apply for a job, but you think, there are probably people better than me. You want to speak up in class, approach someone you like, or begin a project you've been dreaming about for months. But before you even try, your mind whispers, you're not the kind of person who succeeds at things like this. The strange part? That voice sounds reasonable. It sounds like honesty. But most of the time, it isn't honesty at all. It's a prediction disguised as a fact. Psychologists have found that our brains are constantly trying to predict the future based on past experiences. If you've been criticized, ignored, rejected, or embarrassed enough times, your brain begins creating a mental shortcut. Trying leads to pain. Avoiding feels safer. Over time, that shortcut becomes automatic. You don't consciously decide not to believe in yourself. Your brain simply learns that doubt feels less risky than hope. Imagine touching a hot stove as a child. Your brain remembers the pain and warns you not to touch it again. Now imagine failing a test, getting rejected, or being laughed at when you tried something new. Your brain can store those experiences in a surprisingly similar way. The next time you face a similar challenge, it says, careful, we've been hurt here before. And suddenly, self-doubt feels like protection. But here's the problem. The brain is excellent at remembering emotional pain. It's terrible at remembering your growth. You remember the presentation where you stumbled. You forget the conversations that went well. You remember the project that failed. You forget the skills you gained while building it. This is why many capable people genuinely believe they're not capable. Their brains are running an incomplete story. Think about learning to ride a bicycle. Imagine if after falling once you concluded, I'm not someone who can ride bikes. It sounds absurd. Yet many people do the emotional equivalent every day. One rejection becomes, I'm unlovable. One failure becomes, I'm not talented. One setback becomes, I never finish anything. Notice what happened. An event became an identity, and that's where confidence begins to disappear. So how do you rebuild belief in yourself? Not by repeating positive affirmations you don't believe. Real confidence is built through evidence. Start with promises that are almost impossible to fail. Read one page. Do 5 push-ups. Work for 10 minutes. Send 1 email. Each time you follow through, your brain receives new evidence. Maybe I can trust myself. And trust is the foundation of self-belief. Next, stop asking, do I believe in myself? Ask, what would someone who believed in themselves do next? Then do that one thing. Because belief often follows action, not the other way around. Here's something I wish more people understood. The people you admire didn't start with unshakable confidence. They started with uncertainty, fear, doubt. The difference is that they acted before they felt completely ready. And every small action slowly rewrote the story their brains were telling them. One day, you'll look back and realize something important. The voice that kept saying, you're not good enough, was never a prophecy. It was a frightened part of your mind trying to protect you from disappointment. But protection has a cost. It can keep you safe from failure and keep you trapped from growth. So the next time self-doubt shows up, don't ask whether it will disappear. Ask whether you're willing to take one step anyway. Because confidence isn't the absence of doubt. It's the decision to move forward despite it. And the moment you stop waiting to believe in yourself before you act, is often the exact moment you finally begin becoming someone you can believe in.